What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is AtrioxReacts, and we're back with another reaction. So I know it's been a while since we posted, and I posted in the last video why I hadn't been posting. Been going through some things. Had a few friends pass away, and then I had the flu, so it was really hard. I just didn't have the motivation to get on and post, and my voice was gone when I had the flu, so it was really just not happening. My voice is really bad. So that's kind of where I've been at. And if you guys didn't watch the last video, that's why I haven't been posting any reactions on the channel, because I just haven't really felt it well. But I feel well enough now to just start jumping back into it and start making videos again, and hopefully we'll get back on and being a little bit more active on the channel. I'm not gonna try and post 5 days a week like I did before, because right now with my job it's impossible. I work 6 days a week, so it's really hard to find the time to post that many times. But I will try and post at least 2 times a week for the channel. But anyways, today we're gonna be checking out Meet the Reaper by Dayseeker. I feel like the last couple songs we've reacted to have been just awesome, bro. I'm actually really excited to see what they do with this song. And because every creature that they've talked about in this album has just been fire. So I'm actually really excited to see where they go with this one. But anyways, guys, if you guys can, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. YouTube is just not really pulling up my videos. So, and I hate saying the comment, subscribe, basic stuff that YouTubers do, but at the end of the day, that's the only way people are gonna see these videos and these reactions, and just help the channel grow. But anyways, if you guys can, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, let's just check out the song. I want to hear that chorus one more time. What's the best way I could describe this part, how I'm feeling towards it? Okay, so I can't wait to meet the Reaper. My body is between heaven and hell. What do you say about faith? Hold on, let me hear that part one more time. To me, I feel my face, escape my fate. Okay, so for me, it kind of just feels like someone who's struggling with their faith, because heaven and hell obviously being pulled apart, 2 different parts. Be a good person, you go to heaven; be a bad person, you go to hell. So that could be what he means by being pulled between 2 different heaven and hell. That's kind of what I'm getting just from that in general. People who struggle with their faith, obviously, there are times in their life where they're very faith oriented. There's other times where it's just just why me? Why is this happening to me? Yada yada, and they just stop believing in God and stuff like that. If you're into that, and that to me kind of feels like that, but I don't know. Like that's kind of how it feels like for me, just from the first listen.
Now my feelings lead to bitter thoughts, like a hellstorm in a glass house. But I'm addicted to the siren song. It's a dull sound, drowning me out. Blur the past and the present when I look into your eyes. But don't you forget you're mine.
Hold on, go back a little bit.
But I'm addicted to the siren song. It's
A little further back. A little further back.
Reaper. Now my feelings lead to bitter thoughts, like a hellstorm in a glass house. But I'm addicted to the siren song. It's a dull sound, drowning me out. Blur the past and the present when I look into your eyes. But don't you forget.
Okay, so it's just to me, like the hearing the song where he's that's that little bit of the verse, right? It's like he's trying to walk a straight path or narrow path, but there's somebody in it that is like kind of pulling him off that. And like this, the whole siren song is like something about like, obviously if you know sailor lore and stuff like that, where like sirens used to use their song to lull sailors off the boat, and that's kind of like what I guess this means. Like he feels like he has someone in his life that's pulling him away from the path that he feels like he should be on. That's kind of what I'm taking from it, just if we're going by like, you know, actual sirens and stuff like that, not just like metaphors. Well, using the metaphor is kind of like that. I'm digging the song so far.
I can't wait to meet the Reaper. Feel the sting of death a little deeper. Where my body dwells between heaven and hell. I seal my fate, forget my name. There's no escape. Meet the Reaper. I collapse through the ceiling, coming off your high. You're the last 7 minutes before I die. I can't wait to meet off your high. I collapse through the ceiling, coming off your high. You're the last 7 minutes before I die.
This seems like the person that he's with kind of like, it's like really toxic and kind of like almost like, I won't say forced his death, but like it got to the point where his high just kind of like ended, and then like the last thing he saw after 7 minutes was her. Maybe this is talking about drugs. Could this be like that? I don't know. That's kind of hard to say with just this little bit of information, but like it could be like that, because like, you know, I'm trying to think of another artist that kind of talked to drugs in that way. I feel like Juice WRLD did it to some degree, like especially on his album before he passed away. Like he was talking about like the drugs and how it got through to him. I mean, it could be that too. The last thing he sees is just the drugs on him, like bottles of alcohol or something like that. It could be different things. I think it's really up to people's interpretation, to be honest with you.
I can't wait to meet the Reaper.
This chorus is so catchy too.
Feel the sting of death a little deeper. Where my body dwells between heaven and hell. I seal my fate, forget my name. There's no escape. Meet the Reaper.
That's it. This song is actually really good. I like the catchiness to it, especially like the chorus. The chorus is pretty fire, and I like that. This kind of makes me think a little bit more than, you know, I feel like other songs that I've heard recently from Dayseeker. Like this one could make multiple kind of things, especially when you're thinking about like, you know, it could be a person or this could be drugs, depending on like how you look at it. And because some artists, like I said in the past, they use it as like more of they probably personalize a certain thing, if that makes sense. Like, okay, for example, Eminem talking about hip hop as a female instead of like as an actual music entity. Then you got Juice WRLD, who talked about drugs in a certain way because he knows it's bad for him and eventually it's going to take him out, but he can't stop taking it because he felt like it inspires him musically, and he feels like if he doesn't use it anymore, then he won't be the same artist. You know what I mean? So this to me like could be either of those things, where like it could be about, you know, it could be about well, not music specifically, but it could be about a person he's dating that's toxic and isn't good for him, as he kind of like was talking about throughout the song. Or it could be the thing he's talking about is actual drugs or alcohol that can also not be good for him, and like he's just humanizing to make it, you know, to make it make sense in his brain, if that's kind of like what's going on there. And then like honestly, like I really like the visual too, like the cube. I feel like I didn't talk about it throughout the whole song, but the cube was actually really fire. The different kind of like reapers that was like on one side in a flower field, and even says like "do not escape." That was actually pretty cool. I like that. You know, all the visualize that scene from them is actually pretty cool. I think I've liked all of them. And then like the music videos has been fire from Dayseeker since we started reacting to all the songs on this project. But I'm actually really digging this song. Like I like the, you know, just what the context of the song is, and I feel like it's up to people's interpretation of like how you see the song itself. Because some people could be going through that where they're in a relationship that's toxic and they know it's toxic and they get a high off, you know, just being mistreated and stuff like that, or you get a high off drugs. So like to me, it could be either or. I don't know. It's like I said, it's really just up to people, like the way you think. Because I feel like people are gonna have two different interpretations of it, or even more than that. It just depends on like where you are. Like this thing about music, it's just like it's so awesome because you can just interpret it any way you want to fit your situation and stuff like that. But this was actually pretty good, bro. I actually really like this song. I'm kind of glad to being able to listen to some new Dayseeker songs, because Dayseeker has been killing it throughout that whole project. I know I'm like late, like 5 months. It's like 5 months late, but we're slowly getting through to it. Like I really like the Dayseeker, so we're gonna keep going through more of the songs as we just make it back into, you know, being able to record music reactions again. If there's another like song or band you guys want me to do, we'll just do it in the comment section below and I'll take a look at it and we'll check it out. But I think that's all I have for this video. This is awesome. I'm glad to be recording again, and this is an awesome song. I'm happy to be able to get back into this. But anyways, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know if there's any songs or bands that you want to see me check out. And if you guys can, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.